Hey basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I want to talk to you about how you can handle a press on offense. So this is for all the guards, forwards, even if it's a center who would just get stuck with the ball and needs to dribble it up the court. There's quite a few tactics that you need to know about when handling a full court press. So number one, the corners along the sideline and the half court line. Once you get past half court, you do not want to be there. You actually, just in general, don't want to be along the sideline at all. Of course, while the press is trying to force you towards the sideline because that's where they're going to trap you. So, okay, they're going to force you towards the sideline. That's a given. That's what a press defense does. But what can you do about it? Well, there's a few things. For one, if you just get the ball here and you haven't dribbled yet, you can look to pass the ball back around so that we can maybe swing the ball, get the ball up the other side of the court, get the ball up the middle. You can also look for cutters going up the middle as well if you haven't dribbled the ball yet. The one thing you do not want to do as a player who's handling the ball is going up the sideline or really anywhere on the press and dribbling the ball and then picking it up to pass. That is one thing you do not want to do, and you only do that if you have a for sure pass. The reason why I say that is especially if you're coming up along the sidelines and then you pick up the ball, well, now you're trapped. You got nothing to happen over there. Zero, zilch, nada. You're gonna have a player here and you're gonna have a player here. And they could be taller than you. They could be faster than you. And if you just picked up the ball and it's a dead ball, so if you've been dribbling and you just picked up the ball, you're inherently screwed. You're gonna have to try and find somebody to pass to, and you only have a certain amount of time to get past half. So when you're dribbling the ball up the court, never pick up that ball to pass unless you have a for sure pass. And even then, I would suggest passing with one hand. Now, if you do get stuck along the sideline, if you're dribbling the ball up along the sideline and you see that a press is just about to happen, you can be dribbling up and you can do what I've always taught, which is a reverse dribble. You never want to cross your feet like I just did there. You want to have it almost like a defensive slide. You can be dribbling up and then you can be defensive sliding back to try and get away from that trap and maybe attack the middle. Now, one thing that I would also suggest is when you're about to get trapped, don't cross the ball in front of you. That's going to allow them to hack away. Of course, the hacking away just could get them a foul, but hacking away also gives them the ball. So when you want to cross over, cross behind the back and then attack the middle. If you want, you can dribble through your legs as well, but have a protected dribble of some kind. Now, every single time you get the ball when they're pressing you, unless you have an open lane to attack, the first thing that you should do when a player is closing out on you is when you get that ball, land on both feet, that gives you both pivot feet, do a fake pass to somebody or nobody, and then attack the opposite direction. The reason why this works is because your defender or that player who's going to be trying to trap you, he's going to be closing out on you. He's obviously not able to see what's happening behind him. So if you can go and fake a pass, that could get him a quick hop or a whole step over towards that side to try and intercept that pass. Meanwhile, once you've made that pass, you can swing and now you've got a lane to go. Or another thing is you could fake that pass, do a quick reverse dribble, and then attack. And you always want to attack the gaps. What I mean by that, let me show you. So generally speaking, most teams will run some kind of a 2-2-1 press, a 1-2-1-1 press, some kind of a press if they're running a full court, which generally has a player here in the middle, two players along the wings to try and force you towards the sideline. They'll have a player in the middle who's going to be trying to intercept the mid-court passes because obviously they don't want anything to go up the middle of the court. In a 2-2-1, they'll have two players up here, two players just before half, and then one player on the other end of half or the other side of half. So one of the things that you can do is, let's say we're attacking a 2-2-1, for example. What you want to do is attack the gap in the middle. That'll close these two players off because they're going to try and force you towards the outside. That's when you pass towards one of the players in the sideline let's say I pass to a player over here because that's where my camera is, and let's say I'm the next player. You've just passed to me. I'm going to attack the gap here because then it's going to close those two players in on me. Next, you've got hopefully somebody open in this side because now we've opened up this side of the court. We now have hopefully a spot open in the middle of the court to pass to, so that now he's attacked another gap already by just passing to him. And then he has the two sides open on the other side of the court, maybe even mid-court as well. In a 1-2-1-1, same idea, except we want to get the ball inbounded to one of the two sides, and then there's going to be a player here and a player there. We want to attack the middle of them. The reason why we want to do that is that it'll close those two players off, and now we have a couple of different spots open for you to pass to. I hope that this video has been useful to some of the guards and forwards who get to handle the ball, or a center out there who might just get stuck with the basketball trying to get the ball up to past half and getting trapped at the same time, which is always fun. But anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Twice a Day basketball video.